Welcome to Balloon Click. Today we have a special guest at Balloon Click. We're here at the balloon track in St. Louis, Missouri. And Dennis is going to share a few things about himself. Dennis, how did you get started in balloons?
So when I was 13 years old, I was really heavy duty into football.
Okay.
And I was hardcore into sports and really athletic and enjoyed football a lot. But I was a bit of a bad 13-year-old. And
Yeah.
I went to football camp every summer, and then when I was 13 years old, my mother basically punished me for being bad, and she was all about creative punishment. So instead of sending me or letting me go to football camp that summer, she instead sent me to a local clown camp as a creative form of punishment. She thought it'd be funny, instead of letting me go up to a linebacker camp to go learn to be. I think the exact words were, "If you're going to act like a clown, you're going to go learn to be a clown," something like that. It was pretty intense. So I went to this. It was like a week-long clown camp that was held locally, and as part of the camp, they did balloons.
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny because there were no pumps or anything like that. So I was 13 and mouth inflated balloon, and
Right.
that's not really that easy. And so I twisted my first balloon dog and giraffe and everything you could with the 3-twist design, and I kind of fell in love with it there. That's how I got my start.
Now, that's kind of funny because coming from a sports background, and because I remember the first time I twisted a balloon, I really felt like it was demasculating. You know what I mean? And in other words, being a contractor or a construction worker, to twist a balloon, it just seemed. I don't know. I came from a German background, and I think your mom was trying to probably pull the same stuff on you by taking you out of like the sports thing, and kind of making you feel bad as a clown. But it actually was something that was fun.
Yeah, it's really funny because even now I think that maybe my mother just wanted someone in the family to know how to twist balloons because I had a 3-year-old brother at the time. So I think she was looking for a free party entertainer. My one creative son twisting balloons, and then we wouldn't have to hire entertainment for all my little son's birthday parties. So yeah, but that's how I got started, and I certainly wouldn't be in the seat right now if it wasn't for my beautiful wife. She's a kindergarten teacher, and I met her 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And one of the first things when we first was talking, she's like, "Oh, you know how to twist balloons?" I'm like, "Yeah." Yeah. She's like, "That's exciting. I'm a kindergarten teacher. You come to my classroom, you twist balloons for the kids, and it'll be great. You're going to be the marble jar party reward." And I'm like, "Okay, all right, we'll do this." So I went to the classroom for the first time, and I could literally at the time make maybe 10 things. It's still the same things I'd learned from when I was 13 years old. And this little girl said, "I would like a teddy bear."
Right.
And that was not one of the 10 things that I did. But I'm like, I'll give it a shot, right? And I can make a teddy bear. So I tried, and I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I thought I did pretty good for my first time. Right. And I went, when you hand a balloon to a child, you see their face light up and get excited.
Mm.
And I hand the teddy bear to the little girl. And I was waiting for this but instead it went from shock, it went down. She's like, "That was not what you wanted," and she instantly started crying.
Right. I've done that.
Where I make a child cry with a balloon. So I honestly thought that what I was doing was good, but she cried, and I'm like, "Oh, you don't like this? What else can I make for you?" I tried 4 different things, and the girl wouldn't stop crying for 30 minutes. The little girl cried. So it was after that I swore that I'd never make another child cry with bad balloon sign. Yeah. So I went online and found Balloon HQ, saw your work.
Wow.
I went on Balloon HQ. This was about 13 years ago. I saw stuff that you make and some of the other legends of the industry have made, and I'm like, wow, this is really cool.
Yeah.
What you guys are doing with balloons is ridiculously awesome. So that got me into it. I was hooked at that point.
That is cool.
Yeah.
You've become quite an artist.
Thank you.
In fact, you took a very prestigious award at Twist and Shout this year. Can you elaborate on that, or what?
Sure.
What was the sculpture and
Yeah, and I was extremely shocked and humbled by winning Top Twister at Twist and Shout this year, because that was an award that was I won it based on my peers voting.
Right.
So it was a very humbling experience to see my work get voted, votes of that nature to win it. And for the last, I've only been going to conventions now for 4 years, but the people that have won Top Twister before me, they're all legends. I mean, the likes of like Nancy Dalton and Jack Madsen and Mark Verge, and the list goes on of some of the greatest people in the world. And to have to be with them, it's crazy. Well, the sculpture that I made was a golden harp. With an angel playing the harp. That was my large sculpture entry at Twist and Shout, and I spent 3 days on the piece. And
Wow!
I worked every hour of those 3 days, except for maybe like 6 to 8 hours that I slept over the course of 3 days. That was all I got in there. So it was a labor of love, and it ended up coming together. But it was a lot of trials and tribulations went into it. I almost quit midway through it. It made me cry a couple times.
Yeah, when they keep popping.
Yeah, I know. The face. I spent 6 hours on the face and with the distortion, and it popped.
Oh, God.
After 6 hours.
After 6 hours.
Yeah, I almost barfed right away. I kid you not. Have you ever had that happen?
No.
You're working on something. Well, no.
I won't work that long on anything.
No, I kid you not. Like with the technique that I use, and for about a month before Twist and Shout,
Yeah.
I've been studying like Japanese style balloons.
Balloons, yes.
Yeah, all these crazy, awesome Japanese people. Some like a Takehiro Kai is just, in my opinion, one of the best balloon artists in the world. And so I've been looking at all what he does, studying pictures and stuff. And I go home and try techniques, and I spent 6 hours on that face to using a Nico Frick's technique.
Yes.
Nico, I didn't have his tool, but I used the technique that you get with his tool, and to spend 6 hours on something and just have it pop, it was just the saddest thing. But I went back to my room and shed a tear, and I played some harp music. I put on some harp music. Seriously, the harp, because I was making a harp.
Yeah.
And, it put me back in a frame of mind, and I made the next head in about 1 hour. I just jammed it out. Yeah, and it came together, and yeah. It was a big honor. I'm very excited to have taken Top Twister. I look forward to going back to Twist and Shout next year.
All right. Yeah. So do you have a Facebook page or a website that people can visit?
I don't really, not a really professional website. Really, my website's my Balloon HQ portfolio.
Oh,
really,
okay.
But my web address is iloveballoonanimals.com. That takes you there. I'm in the process of rebranding my business as I'm preparing to become a full-time artist. Hopefully within the next few months I'll be quitting my job and doing this full-time.
Wow, full-time.
That's the goal. Yeah, it's scary.
So what's your inspiration that just...
You inspire me.
Yeah,
Yeah, seriously. No, seriously. You think that's silly, but you've done so much, and I came to one of your classes when you came to Chicago, and you taught the balloon beads, and my mind was blown, some of the stuff that you're doing with balloons. So that, the likes of yourself, and I get inspiration. I'm really trying to study, like I said, the Japanese style. So with some of the double stuffing, the distortion, some of the crazy techniques that they're doing. Jack Madsen is one of my favorite artists. I love Jack to death. He's fantastic, and David Brennan and Buster Balloon, and gosh, there's too many people to name. There's Peter Vanning, and even Pascal Gruten is doing some really just new world stuff.
Yeah.
Pascal is
nobody touches him. He's just...
That's exactly right. And it's not even really just about twisting the balloons. It's capturing the image of it.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way our art lives on is through an image. So, it's if you create a great sculpture, get a good photo of it, and that then you can keep it forever.
So how did you? You're a teacher at this balloon track, and how did they? How were you? I don't know how you were contacted, but how did you become a teacher? I mean, what was the? What do you feel it was?
Yeah, I honestly I think that I think my successive wins in different competitions may have put my name out there for teaching, with winning the Top Twister, and then placing in the Politics Color Quest competition 2 months in a row.
Okay.
I've gotten really great exposure in the last year.
Okay.
And that I think is getting me up there, and it helps to know the right people, I guess, as well.
Yeah.
And I hope to teach more. This is my first experience. It's been a lot of fun. I'm humbled by the feedback I'm getting from everyone about how much they've enjoyed the classes. And the balloon track has been a very great convention. So it's gone well as we're wrapping it up.
Well, I attended some of your classes. I saw the amount of people the draw that you have, and I think you're an excellent teacher.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, the way you present it, and it's very easy for them to.
Thank you. And the same for you, obviously. Yeah, obviously you're the biggest draw here. So.
I don't know. I didn't feel that way.
No, you are.
Because there's a lot of new balloon artists, and they want all the cute little stuff, and sometimes I just go overboard a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been good, and I just want to thank you for offering this interview up to
my
our
pleasure.
viewers.
I'm honestly honored and humbled that you would even ask. So you've always been a legend in the industry, and any time I get to spend with you is treasure time. So thank you very much.
All right.
I appreciate that.
So thank you, Balloon Click, and we'll see you later.
See you later. You got that on film, right?
What did we get Sam saying that he was going to cure cancer with balloons?
What? Is that what he said?
No.
It wouldn't surprise me. Sam would find a way.
So what are your questions? Think about it.
Adam, how'd you start?
I'm supposed to eat with Sam right now, too.
I'm supposed to eat with Sam right now? That's not a good question. Okay, we'll do it quick. Well, that's easy for you. How old are you?
Face Painting and Body Arts Convention.
Okay. Well, I'm about it. Will you still feed me when I'm 64? Da-da-da. All right.
And feel free to drink your Rockstar right in the middle of the
That's right.
interview. We want you to be as comfortable as you should be.
Sure, yeah.
And and I'm going to start over. Welcome to Balloon Click. Today we have a special guest. We're here at, welcome to Balloon Click. Today we're here with, I have a special guest.
I was going to ask if you were Eric Stillman's father.
You should have. Oh boy.